Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to talk about IPO or Initial Public Offer. So here I am not going to talk about the basics, but two very important things. One, how present day IPOs are very different from the past or what it used to be in the early years. And two, how investors can benefit from these IPOs at a later stage. So the first one, how this present day IPOs are different from past. So this IPO or the initial public offer has been there for quite a long time, ever since the formation of capital markets. So in early days, whenever companies wanted to grow or expand businesses, they will come to capital market and offer shares to investors to raise money. So whatever money that is being raised from the market is being invested in the business. This was the basic intent of IPOs, and this is how it used to happen. But in the last decade or last 1.5 decade, things have changed very much. With the flow of foreign money and private equity investors, the nature of IPO has changed significantly. So the role of retail investors has been actually taken over by private equity investors, where they are funding the capital or capital expansion or growth requirements of companies at early stages. And so as a result, what is happening is that in the present day, IPOs have actually become exit route for these investors. So if you go by the IPOs that are coming, you will see a very big component which is offer for sale, and there will be a very small component which is fresh issue. The fresh issue is what that actually goes to the company, whereas the offer for sale money goes to the selling shareholders. So sometimes promoters may also be selling a part of their stake, or mostly or otherwise it will be external investors. So the entire IPO has changed to something like an exit route for early stage investors as of now. And as a result, we are actually seeing a different trend also. So whenever the stock market sentiment is upbeat or market is buoyant, we are actually seeing a rush of IPOs. So every investor or every existing investor who want to sell is actually looking to sell at very high valuation at the IPO. And as a result, most of the IPOs are offered at very rich valuation to retail investors, and there are also a lot of risks involved in many of these IPOs, and it is very difficult for retail investors also to go through this very detailed document called the offer document or the prospectus. So this is how the nature of IPOs have changed over the last many years. So from being a vehicle to raise money directly from investors to invest in business, it has actually become a vehicle that provides exit to early stage investors at very high or premium valuation when the stock market sentiment is upbeat or buoyant. And at primeinvestor.in, we are actually coming out with our reviews as well on whatever IPOs that are coming. So you can log on to primeinvestor.in and read those reviews. And here we are actually covering not only the business side but also the governance, valuation and the risk side in detail. So you can log on to our website and read our reviews as well. And the next thing, another important thing is that how investors can actually benefit from these IPOs. So here let me take a few examples from the past. So last time we had this big rush of IPOs is in 2017-18 period. Then also the capital market sentiment was very buoyant, and that is when we saw lot of companies coming out with IPOs. And in in a short span of time, we have seen more than 50-60 IPOs at that point of time. So what actually happened is that after these IPOs, the stock market went through a deeper correction. May not be at the index level, but at the broader market level, the stock market went through a deeper correction. So as a result, most of the companies that got listed at premium valuations also corrected a lot, and whatever stocks that have given multifold returns that you see now, whether it is the CDSL or Dixon Technologies or IEX or all these companies, if you just go through their prices, then you can find that they have all come below their listing prices when the market has corrected. So actually, so if you have a bit of patience, then when the market goes through deeper corrections, you will have an opportunity to buy these companies at a later stage. And another important factor is that and most of the companies, if we take the past example, like if we had some 50-60 IPOs, then most of the companies didn't reward as expected. Lot of companies went down too much and didn't recover at all, and very few companies, only very few companies actually did very well and provided returns that are beyond investors' expectations. But as I mentioned, post listing, whenever the market has corrected sharply, all these companies have also corrected a lot and actually provided entry opportunity for investors below their listing price. One popular sector that came out with IPO during that period, 2017-18 period, was insurance sector. Again, there also companies came up at IPO, came up with IPO at rich valuations. There also it was mostly offer for sale, where the early investors wanted to exit. Again, you can see that this sector, despite being a very large sector and being the most prominent names, again there also you can find that the stocks have after a big bang listing, the stocks have also stock prices also retraced towards the listing or lower than the listing price at least later stage when markets corrected. So investors again got great entry opportunity there. So this is how you can benefit at a later stage. So if you feel that any of these IPOs are very expensive but the business is okay, or business is decent, or it is even good, then the most important thing to do is to take note of it, and as more IPO comes, you can add to the list and keep it aside and look at it when the market corrects, because market can correct for any reason at any time, we can't predict. So look at the list when market corrects and go through the companies, and still if you find them worth, then that is the best time to shop for these companies. Actually, this correction, any deeper market correction post an IPO boom, actually offers the most fertile ground for serious investors to shop for these companies. So that is it. So whatever stocks that I have mentioned here are just for illustrative purposes, and these are not our recommendations. For our recommendations, log on to primeinvestor.in. So if you liked this video, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.